Some teachers help you learn, but others make school feel like a nightmare. Today we're gonna look at the worst teachers ever. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hype this video for a good teacher. This first teacher was a real-life monster who gave her students the worst punishments ever. This video will explain everything.
A class had a substitute teacher, and as the day went on, the substitute's behavior became increasingly weird. She was making the kids draw dead people who were cut open with a knife. The substitute would also start putting her hands around some of the kids' necks and squeezing hard, and then begin screaming things about Jesus.
Holy Rumi, if a teacher put their hands around my neck like that, I would scream so loud. That is so horrifying.
All the kids became afraid of her, and a group of brave students managed to sneak out of the class and go to the principal's office and tell them about the substitute. The principal came to the classroom not long after, and when he saw the drawings of dead people, he tried to get the substitute out of the classroom, but she refused. The principal then grabbed the substitute and tried to pull her out of the classroom, but then she started to bite his face and then took a big chunk off of his cheek. After this, the principal called for backup, and the substitute was dragged out of the classroom by multiple people. A few days later, all the kids' parents were called into the school for a meeting, and the school then explained that the substitute teacher was a psychopath and that she should have never been hired in the first place. Luckily, none of the students were hurt from this teacher, but sadly, the principal got his face bitten off.
I can't believe a school hired such a crazy teacher like that. I feel bad for the principal because now he doesn't even have a face. Rocks, if your teacher ever starts acting crazy, please be very careful. The next teacher we're gonna talk about is Miss T. And she may look very innocent, but she's actually extremely evil. Let's look at the story of her.
That's why you should never prank Miss T. Jay snuck into her house as a joke, set up cameras, wanted to go viral. He found weird things, animal traps in the hallway, a closet full of school uniforms, all the same size. In the attic, a chair bolted to the floor, facing a wall, carved into it. Sit still. Think about what you've done. Then he heard her voice, right behind him. You think this is funny?
Okay, this is really starting to get creepy. What I do not understand is why the boy would prank his teacher. Like, if that was my teacher, I would not want my students in my house. But make sure to watch until the end, Rocks, because this gets crazy.
Tripwires, dodging swinging axes. She wasn't chasing him. She was waiting. Every door he opened was already locked behind him. His phone went off. A live stream comment popped up. Nice prank. She's right behind you. He turned. Miss T was smiling, holding a ruler, and Jay was never seen again. Until someone hacked his stream and uploaded a new video. Detention? Forever?
So in the end, it seems like the boy got caught and was given infinite detention. I hate detention because it gets so boring, so this would not be good at all. Rocks, please do not go to your teacher's house, or maybe this will happen to you. This next teacher is one of the craziest ones yet and actually has the power to control you. This sounds crazy, so you have to stay until the end.
If you are ever sitting in class and your teacher rolls in an old TV, then puts in a VHS tape of her old students, do not watch it. That is not history. It is a warning. Follow these rules carefully. Rule 1. If you see yourself sitting among the old students, close your eyes. If you don't, you will hear your own voice coming from the tape. Rule 2. If the students on the tape start turning their heads toward the camera, cover your ears. They are trying to call you in. Rule 3. If the teacher asks you to take notes, write nothing. Every word you write down belongs to her now. If you follow the rules, the TV will eventually shut off. But if the tape keeps playing after class is over, you were already enrolled long.
This is probably the creepiest thing I've ever heard before. So basically, to escape from the teacher, I have to look away from the teacher and close my eyes. If this happened to me, I think I would probably just scream from how scared I would be. Rocks, if your teacher ever brings in an old TV, please follow all these rules. This next story is very insane because the teacher actually unalived their student, which is so disturbing. Make sure to watch until the end because this gets very crazy. can't believe he unalived the whole family. That is so sad. The good thing is that he's gonna be in prison forever. But Rox, if you thought this teacher was creepy, keep on watching because the next teachers are insane. This next teacher is actually called the Evil One. And what makes this teacher so evil is that she hurts her students if they don't do homework. I was able to find footage of her doing this, so let's watch this.
Get out of my room, Ava.
Did you do your homework?
Yeah.
Liar. No, you didn't. You better do it before you go to bed tonight or the teacher will get you.
Who?
She's this crazy old lady who comes for children in the night when they don't do their homework.
Mrs. Scribbleton? She's not real.
Yeah, she is. Like 3 kids went missing last year in the middle of the night.
Okay, Rox, so it seems like her sister's trying to warn her about the evil teacher, but the girl's not listening. This story's gonna get insane, so let's keep watching.
Shouldn't have done your homework, Emily!
This is so disturbing. I'm even scared now because I actually forgot to do my homework as well. Rox, my best advice is that you do your homework so this teacher doesn't show up and that you can also get good grades. This next teacher was known for having the worst punishments ever.
This teacher is a monster. So this kid, Ethan, was in 1st grade when he learned his teacher had the worst punishment ever. In this class, the teacher had something called the isolation box. It was a tiny old school desk shoved in the corner of the room, in between a bookshelf and a filing cabinet. And if you got sent there, you had to squeeze into the desk, and the teacher would block you in by pulling the filing cabinet to be flush with the bookcase. So essentially, you'd be stuck in this box. Now, Ethan thought this was like weird and pretty messed up, but he never really questioned it until one day it happened to him. He was talking during quiet time when the teacher snapped, "Ethan, oh, I'm so sorry. Go to the box now." Once Ethan sits down, she drags the filing cabinet to lock him in.
This sounds so horrible. Are your teachers this bad? Let me know in the comments, but let's keep watching.
Now, Ethan figured he'd be in there for 5 minutes, tops. But the lesson continued. 5 minutes passed, then 10 minutes, then 20 minutes. Ethan tried to move his legs, he was cramping, but there was no space. He tried to move in his chair, but he couldn't. He was wedged in there pretty good. That's when he realized he was actually stuck. I'm actually stuck. He tried talking. I think I can't get out. But no response. It's as if the entire class was ignoring him. Finally, the bell rang. He thought he was free. But no, apparently the entire class left, and so did the teacher. Help me! Somebody! 10 more minutes pass. The teacher walks in the room and hears him yelling. Oh my god. Well, that's what happens when you don't follow the rules. Now go on.
That is so messed up. I can't believe a teacher would do this. But soon Ethan gets his revenge, so let's keep watching.
Ethan left the classroom, traumatized. Fast forward 15 years, Ethan is still living in the same town, but he has an incredible job and he's making fantastic money. One morning, he was heading to the office when he wanted to get some coffee. So he pulled up to the local coffee shop. Yeah, I'm gonna get a large caramel cappuccino, please. Mrs. Johnson. Ethan, hi. Oh yeah, one cappuccino. He just smiles. And as she hands him his coffee, here you go. He grabs it and then grabs her hand. Am I following the rules now, Mrs. Johnson? Am I following the rules now? Good coffee. He tips her a $20 bill and he leaves. Have a nice life.
After this story ends, Miss Johnson fears for her life, scared that Ethan will find her again. I'm happy that Ethan ends up being the good guy in this story, but these next school teacher stories traumatize me, so make sure to keep watching. Have you ever been in class bored and then your teacher calls your name? What if I told you that wasn't actually your teacher, but a skinwalker or an entity? This will help explain everything, Rocks.
If you ever sit down for an exam and the paper is written in a language you cannot recognize, except for the title at the top, Happy Holly Tree, you are not in your world anymore. Forget the exam, you failed it. Follow these rules. 1. Do not try to escape the classroom. Trust me, you do not want to attract all the attention. The hallway loops either way, this place will lead you back here. 2. Do not try to talk to anyone in the room. It's an exam, have some manners.
If this happened to me, I would fail instantly because I love talking to my friends even during a test.
Besides, they are not human, and they might start to realize that you are. 3. If your pen starts moving on its own, do not interrupt it. Let it finish. Whatever it writes is your next step, even if it makes no sense. Especially, if it makes no sense. 4. If the fire alarm goes off but no one reacts, stay perfectly still and breathe slowly. The alarm is not for them. It's for you. They can't hear it. It went off to make you panic. Good luck.
That's so scary. Imagine going to school to study, but the whole class starts chasing you instead. Don't forget to count your steps, or you might just start running in a loop around the school. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you rocks later.